Oh, what is up, everybody? We are live. Impromptu. Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley watch party from the Inside Boxing Live studios on Long Island, New York. Yeah, I was laying on the couch. I figured, apartment, why not go live? I don't pay-per-view because why is it a pay-per-view? That is for another day. But Joseph Parker is making his ring walk right now. We are in the chat. Yo, what is up, my man? Zero Earth, Ben Grimm. Let's go, Dan. Let's go, Ben. This is the official watch party for Parker Wardley. Joseph Parker making his ring walk into the ring right now. WBO mandatory for Alexander Usyk. Fabio Wardley, WBA mandatory for Alexander Usyk. The reason why I love this fight is because neither guy really has to take it. They could have sat back and waited for Usyk to figure out what he wants to do if Usyk's back is really hurt. But they're fighting each other. So whoever wins this fight has a real claim to fight Alexander Usyk, especially Joseph Parker. If Wardley wins, he may not get Usyk next because of politics, but he should. They're making their ring walks now. What's up, Dan? Left Zattel for this. Wow, that is high praise because I love Sean Zattel. Love that. I got Wardley by right hand down the pipe on Parker before round 3. Wow, I actually put money on Parker, 7 through 12. Not paying for this $60, so I'm here for the play-by-play. This is why I did it. I'm a man of the people. I support people buying pay-per-views. PPV.com is right there in the corner. They support me. They help me, live my life. But those pay-per-views are good. Like BBC stacks their pay-per-views. I'm not trying to sit here and throw shots, but this has not been a good television card. The last fight was horrendous. The last fight. It was a WBO, IBO cruiserweight. I don't want to talk about it. 564 people watching. What the? 570 people? The Italian Americans taking over the podcast game. That's right. Me, Chris Algieri. Who else is Italian? Sean Zattel's Italian. Paulie Malignaggi, bare knuckle man. Joseph Parker is getting into the ring right now. Guys, how great is his studio? I'm in a new apartment on Long Island. I moved from the city. And I got like a 2-bedroom-ish, like a 1.5 bedrooms. And instead of making a bedroom, I made it into an office. The podcast studio. I got some stuff on the walls. That's got me. I got the Mike Tyson signed punch out. Got some other stuff I'm going to hang up soon. And I'm going to do a lot more lives. Not just around fights, but like weekday live streams where we can just talk boxing, open format. Looking forward to doing those in addition to the podcast that we do every single twice a week, me and Chris. Maybe I can get Chris to come on the live stream. I know he's home in Florida watching. All right, what is that noise? I hear myself. There's another person in the room. Is there someone else here? Oh, that's why. I had it open in another screen. I'm not used to the live streaming game. Parker, round 6 or 7. I would love a 7th round Parker stoppage. That would win my bet. Give me some predictions and let me know where you guys are watching from. Let's hear where you're watching from first because Fabio Wardley is about to make his way to the ring. Wardley coming in second is kind of crazy because Parker is a former world champ. 810 people in the chat. Let's go. 815 people watching. Let's go. What's up, bro? What's up? Following your bet? Yeah. Let's win. Let's win a bet because I've been winning a lot of UFC bets. Been a little cold in the boxing world. Parker 7 through 12. I like Parker to get the stoppage. And I looked this morning, it was only plus 100 for Parker stoppage. It's like, all right. So obviously a lot of people are putting money on Parker stoppage. So then I looked at when do I think Parker will get the stoppage? And I think he'll get the stoppage 7 through 12. Even though Malik Scott said 2 through 6. Which kind of made me worried because Malik Scott knows his boxing. Ain't watching that, just listening to you. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Wardley is making his way into the ring. Toronto, what's up, Toronto? Go Blue Jays. What's up, Oakland? England in the house. This is amazing. I got to do a lot more of these lives. Watching from New Zealand. Salute from Rome. Let's freaking go. No, I'm not showing the fight because then I'd get copyrighted and sued, and I'd have to move out of my apartment. I'm going to give you guys play-by-play. I'm sure you could find the fight somewhere. We got a long one here. Dan, was there the night you copped the Mike Tyson punch-out from the Hall of Fame dinner? Yes. Always cool running into the boxing community. Always cool running into you, too. I was not going to lose. I lost the year before the silent auction for that Tyson picture right there above my shoulder 2 years ago. Silent auction, I lost. I was not going to be denied last year. Paid a pretty penny for that, but it's a really cool picture. Tell about the bet, which one to go. I got Parker 7 through 12. I got Parker 7 through 12. That's just what I think. I got it at plus 240 on DraftKings. I like that number. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for watching, my friend. Have you ever boxed Chris when you two have a disagreement? No. I have done like some sparring with Chris for different content, like preview videos. The dude has a crazy jab, Chris Algieri. Still got it at age 40. I think he's like 60 now, Algieri. I think he's 60 years old. All right, we got ring introductions here. Thomas Schreiber, underrated ring announcer. We got Dre checking in from Pensacola. I believe he's called into the show before. That's right. Didn't you just move to Pensacola, if I remember correctly? How do you feel about Parker coming in? Yeah, Parker is 262 pounds yesterday at the weigh-in. That's 20 pounds more than his last fight and a lot more than what he fought at during his career. I don't know. I like it. It gives me more reason to believe he's going to knock out Wardley. It also gives me more reason to believe that he can hang with some of the bigger heavyweights in the division, although Usyk is smaller, Atuma is smaller, Talma. I get that name wrong. I don't know. We'll see. There's two ways to look at it with Parker's size. Either it's too much and he's going to be slow, because I believe Parker's game is like being quick, right? Being agile, being kind of a smaller, quote-unquote, heavyweight. We'll see. That's why they fight. 1,000 people watching. Love it. Thousands and millions coming to you live. Is it streaming on Twitter? Yeah, it is streaming on Twitter. That's probably why. We're getting some more love here. Do you give Wardley a chance at all? Yes, bro. This is heavyweight boxing. I give Wardley a very good chance because he's got that one-hitter quitter. He kind of has a little bit of Deontay Wilder in him, where he's down on the cards and he can find a way to win. Look what he did to Frazier Clark's skull. But he also had a draw with Frazier Clark in the fight before that. He was losing badly to Justice Huny in his last fight, like 7-2, 8-2, and then he pulled out that one-hitter quitter. Parker around 6 and 7. Okay. Is Parker better now than when he was the champ? I believe yes. When he was the champ, that was 2016. He beat it off. Ooh, pause. He beat Ruiz, and then he lost a few fights later to Joshua, and then he lost to Joyce. But then after Joyce, he changed his body type. He changed his fighting style. I'm talking about Parker. Went on a great run. The Bacoli win was good. The Wilder win was good, but the Zhang win was really impressive for Parker, because Zhang at that time had come off of the 2 wins over Joyce. So Parker has gotten better, in my opinion. I'm one of the 4 Canadians watching this fight. Yeah, bro. Are you going to watch the game tonight? The freaking Blue Jays are unstoppable. They just spanked the Dodgers. I'm actually rooting for the Blue Jays. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm from New York. The Blue Jays knocked out by Yankees, but they got Don Mattingly in their dugout, my all-time favorite Yankee. Want to see him get a title. 6'7". 6'7". All right, we're introducing Parker right now. He's looking freaking huge, menacing, man, in the ring. Gentlemen outside. Both these guys, great guys. I love the build-up for this fight. No trash talking. Neither guy really has to fight each other because they got that Usyk mandatory, that lottery ticket. Usyk has said he will fight him. Another thing, too, I love about this fight, in Joseph Parker's corner is... Where is he? Oh, I love it. I love it. There he is. Why is his name has got out of my brain here? Have you got a Discord where I can watch? I don't have a Discord channel. I'm getting back into the streaming. I want to get like a Kick stream. I don't know, is that the thing kids are doing? Kick stream, YouTube lives. I'm gonna be doing more of these. Parker KO7. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Parker's got Andy Lee in his corner, and Wardley's got Ben Davison. So it's Andy Lee versus Ben Davison, two of the better trainers in boxing. All right, they're touching gloves in the center of the ring. You guys are going to get my play-by-play. You're going to get my analyst hat. You're going to get my scorecards. You're going to get everything. So it's one of those types of streams. Does Parker put up a good fight versus Usyk? Yeah, why not? It's just something different, Parker versus Usyk. Like, we've seen Usyk, fight these guys twice. Joshua, Fury, Dubois. He fought them all twice. At least Usyk, Parker, something new. And Usyk's getting up there in age. Obviously, Usyk's going to be the heavy favorite against Parker. But if Parker beats Wardley off of the other runs that he's on, come on. All right, we're underway. Round one has begun. Both fighters coming out in the orthodox stance. Wardley lands the first punch of the fight, a crisp jab. Joseph Parker, first round knockout. All right, that's going to have to happen real soon. And that probably pays out real nice, too. All right, if you want to sync up your televisions, if you're watching, I don't know who's actually watching this, 231, 230, 229, 228, round clock, round one. All right, it's Wardley's coming out a little more active than Parker. He's landing a jab to the body, going upstairs with the jab. Whereas Parker is kind of feeling him out. That Wardley jab is nice so far. He's landing it, and he just threw a right hand that was blocked by Parker. Parker, it looks like he wants to land one big shot. He's 262 pounds now, and that might be his game moving forward, is crumbling the knockout artist in Wardley. Here comes Parker. Three-punch combination. Jab followed by a left hand. All right. We are halfway through round one. Here comes Parker with the jab. Both guys trying to land their jab early, trying to establish the jab, I should say. That's what the first round is for, usually. Nice body shot landed by Wardley. All right, Parker has closed the distance pretty nicely behind a right hand. Wait, we got a blood already? I'm gonna do a scorecard too. Why not, right? Let's do a scorecard as well. We got 1,300 people watching. This is freaking awesome. Slow talker. I'm watching a fight. I'm not going to talk the whole time. All right, Wardley. Parker, Wardley. I'm going to put this down for a second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My scorecard is made. What's a slow talker? Slow talker, slow walker. 10 seconds remaining here in round number one. Both fighters landed some good shots. Wardley lands a right hand. I think he's got some blood coming from the bridge of his nose. And, Parker staggers Wardley at the end of round one. He's laying it on him here. Wardley saved by the bell. A last-second barrage from Joseph Parker stuns Wardley and gives him round one on my card. 10-9, Joseph Parker. Pretty good feeling out round. Both guys landing their jabs, few power shots in between. Then with about 20 seconds to go, Joseph Parker landed a really nice right hand that momentarily rocked Wardley. He pounced, and then the bell rang. And it looks like the cut is over. No, it's not a cut. We're good. Bob Canobbio has checked in via text. He says Wardley is too straight up. Listen, Fabio Wardley didn't have any amateur fights. Didn't have an amateur career. Had 4 novice smoker level fights. 20 fights later, he's in the ring with heavy hitters. Joseph Parker is a former world champion, so the experience edge is going to go to Parker. Yeah, there's that right hand on the top of the head that landed from Parker that staggered Wardley. I would like to have seen more time in that round. He was a little bit saved by the bell there. Thanks for the excitement. Let's go, Parker. Sorry, bro. Slow first round. Yeah, a little bit of a slow first round, but it heated up late. All right, round 2 underway. I give the last round to Joseph Parker. I think Parker would be smart to kind of pounce on Wardley, you know, like don't even let him stay in this fight, because the longer the fight goes on, you know, Wardley can find that one punch and he can maybe find something. Parker can't play with his food here. Go in there, take this guy out, the inexperienced guy, call out Usyk. Wardley fights lights out round 2, sadly. Are you ahead of me? Did you see something I haven't seen? Wardley throwing that jab. Parker is just timing Wardley and throwing heavy shots. He just partially landed a right hand, Parker. So I think we're settling in here and we're seeing a game plan from both guys. Wardley's trying to jab, and Parker is timing Wardley and landing bombs. Or trying to land bombs, I should say. 1,400 people watching. Awesome. I love you all. This is the official Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley live stream coming to you. Oh, nice left hand from Parker. Chopping left hand from Parker. Wardley holds on with a minute 40 to go. Wardley is eating some shots here. Parker is looking very much like the #1 contender in the heavyweight division. Very much like the former world champion. Very much like the bigger man. Here comes Wardley. He lands a left-right combination. Momentarily rocks Joseph Parker. We got ourselves a heavyweight fight, guys. I'll do my favorite Adam Smith. We got ourselves a heavyweight tangle here. I actually like Adam Smith a lot. I got to meet him. He's a cool guy. Wardley's landing huge shots. Wardley, a flush right hand lands from Wardley. Now he's got Parker on his back foot with a minute to go. He's landing bombs, and Parker is not throwing back. Oh, a 1-2 combination lands from Wardley. Wardley is laying it on Parker here with a minute to go. Parker not holding, not throwing back. Holding now is Parker. Good gracious. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes, please like the stream. Wait, a mouthpiece has popped out. This is ridiculous. Mouthpiece has popped out. Parker's got his hands on the ropes. He's getting... You can't do that. 30 seconds to go. Parker is hurt, and he's staggered. Yo, Fabio Wardley is a beast with these hands, man. He's got heavy, heavy hands. Oh, another right hand from Wardley. Fabio winning this. Oh, boy. He's winning this round, that's for sure. To completely turn the tides. But now Parker lands a left. Oh, Parker swinging from the fences. This is heavyweight boxing, my friends. Parker's smiling. Wardley's going to win this round, 10-9. A much more demonstrative round 2 for Wardley than Parker had in round 1. Parker kind of walking back to his side, and Wardley a little more excited. Huge round 2 from Fabio Wardley. Doesn't knock down Parker, but hurt him several times. Fabio is a fluke. I don't think so, my friend. He's looking like the real deal right now. 1,500 people watching live. Live chat is lit. This is an awesome fight. I knew it was going to be a fun fight, and it's a shame that it's on pay-per-view. It's a shame that it wasn't really promoted well. Like, you put this thing on DAZN, regular DAZN, you put it on like streaming service. Ton of people watching. Chris Algieri just checked in. This fight rules. Algieri, should I send him a invite? I'm live right now, bro. I'm live. Power punches through 2. Parker 9 of 30. Wardley 15 of 32. All right, Algieri. I don't want to bother him. He's home and he's off. You know, he's working his fight. He's working that movie, that Netflix movie, and he's off today. And I want to bother him. I just told him I'm live on YouTube. 1-1 going into the third. Agree. All right, let's watch this fight. Parker did get hurt last round, but his legs look okay. Wardley looks in way better shape right now because he didn't take punishment in that first round or the second round. What a fight so far. Yes, you're right. DAZN killing all these pay-per-views. Not a good killing, bad killing. Yeah. It is what it is, bro. Sport is a business. All right, middle of the ring they are. Jab fest here in round 3. Getting some jabs in. This fight does rule, Chris Algieri. I knew it was going to be good. If you listen to our podcast, we were excited about this fight because it has a lot of high stakes, good stylistic matchup, quote-unquote young versus old, even though Wardley's 30 years old, but really no experience. Learning on the job. Parker, former champ, 2016, has fought everybody basically besides Usyk. So Wardley isn't doing much in this third round, where I feel like Parker, he had a wounded gazelle here in Parker, and Wardley is a little too timid here in round 3. But you got to be careful of Parker because he is big. He's a menacing man. Look how fucking big Parker is. Yeah, 1-1. I got it. We're here. 1:15 to go. Nice body shot landed by Wardley. See, this, I think Wardley is winning this round because he's bouncing around. He's getting in and out with his shots. He's not hurting Parker. Nice jab from Wardley. Oh! What a right hand from Wardley. And how did Parker eat that? It sounded so loud. Excuse my reaction there because I thought that was going to knock out Parker with that punch. It was perfectly landed. How's everyone liking this fight so far? Is anyone watching it? Or are you just going off of me? I like it. I think this is a great fight. We're in the third round, 30 seconds to go. First round was won by Parker. Second round, Wardley hurt Parker and had him not out, but staggering around. This round is a little more measured, but I do believe that Wardley is winning this third round behind a really good jab and timely body punching, and Parker's just not letting his hands go in this third round. Sounds like Fabio is getting confident. Yes, that's what I said. You know, like the longer this goes on, the more confident Wardley's going to get. Like, yeah, I can hang with Parker. You know, I'm the one with the heavier hands. All right, round 3 comes to a close. I give that round to Fabio Wardley, 10-9. I have him up 2 rounds to 1 through 3. How's everyone else been seeing this fight so far? I'm having a great time. We got 1,700 people here. Love that. Ben Davison. Ben Davison in the corner of Joseph Parker. Dangerous tactic for Parker to come in so heavy. Clearly for the early KO, Wardley sees out 5 rounds, and Parker can easily gas. That's the problem with getting too heavy. Is you gas. Those big muscles are hard to get oxygen to, and it's hard to breathe when you have those big ass muscles. I have big muscles, so I know what it's like. Algieri, what a text. Algieri put a bet in. Algieri with a live bet for Wardley by knockout. Oh, wow. Wardley by knockout is plus 450 if you bet it live right now. That's a good freaking bet. Andy Lee in Parker's corner. Yeah, I mixed it up. Andy Lee is in Parker's corner. New Zealand. That's so cool to me that you're watching from New Zealand. I got people watching from Rome. Oh, okay. Algieri has a bet on Wardley. He said he placed that last week by knockout. I don't know if he wanted me to say that, but whatever. That's what you get on the live show. It's live, baby. Maybe me and Algieri will start doing some lives. All right, round 4. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Parker, I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's gun shy, but hasn't been throwing much in the last round. And now 45 seconds into round 4, Parker is not letting his hands go. And Wardley is doing just enough, in my opinion. Pumping out a jab. You know, landing body shots like he just did there. You know, racking points and winning rounds is Fabio Wardley, which I didn't think was going to be the case. I thought Parker would build up a lead. But Wardley's jab has been really great and really been an equalizer. Can you show the video? No, I can't show the video because then I will get arrested. Like Chauncey Billups, I'll get arrested if I show the video. I can't do that. It's a watch along. You don't show the video. Or else everyone would just show video and no one would make any money on these pay-per-views. Hello! All right, this round, not much going on. Both guys taking this round off, at least so far. 1:20. Oh, no problem. Oh, no problem. You're welcome. Minute 13 to go. Wardley landing nice jabs. Been a lot of jabs for Wardley this round. Parker stalking, but not landing anything. All right. All right. Parker throws a 4-punch combination. 1 lands. Parker looks slow. Parker looks slow. 260 was a mistake. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Here comes Wardley fighting with his back on the ropes, landing big shots on Parker. Parker bounces back. Final minute should be fun. This round has heated up. I thought Wardley's winning this round, but Parker could steal it. All right, Parker lands a jab now. Parker's going to let his hands go a lot more because we're starting to enter the middle rounds, and I have him down. Wardley, with his back on the ropes, had a great moment there in round 4. So Wardley's now fighting on the front foot, landing jabs. He can fight with his back to the ropes. Really great showing so far from Wardley. Came into this fight very prepared. I reckon Parker will come by in the later rounds. That would be great for my bet. I bet 7 through 12 Parker. I feel like this fight can end at any moment. That's why heavyweight boxing is the best. All right, round 4 ends. I'm going to have to give that round to Wardley again. I'm going to have to give that round to Wardley based off his jab. I have it 3 rounds to 1. Fabio Wardley. How's everyone else scored it so far? What is this? I'm getting spammed. Who are you? I'm not even going to show that. Spam. Put user in timeout. You're in timeout. I just put you in timeout for spamming our chat. 1,800 people watching live. Love that. Good round from Wardley. I love this combination here with about a minute to go. Wardley with his back to the ropes and Parker pressing him, landed 4 or 5 punches. And that was impressive because you got to think if you're Parker, it's like, all right, this guy's beating me to the punch with the jab. I'm going to win this fight by backing him up and throwing power shots. But Wardley's like, nope, not so fast. Even though my back is on the ropes, I can score on you. So Parker's got to be really demoralized after that exchange there from Wardley. 3-1 Fabio says, Todd. What's up, Todd? See you on Twitter all the time. What's going on? Yeah, I have it 3-1 Wardley as well. Round 5 underway. It's Dan Canobbio, joined by Dan Canobbio and Dan Canobbio. Play-by-play analyst and scorer. Four white-collar fights for Wardley, and then went right into the pro ranks and has knocked out 19 of his 20 opponents. Prodigy. And he's outboxing Joseph Parker right now. Looks super dangerous in this round, Wardley. Letting his hands go a little more than he has in the last couple rounds. Did you watch UFC? No, I heard there was an eye poke, and that sounds horrible. Sounds worse than a draw. An eye poke to end a heavyweight title fight? Dude, Tom Aspinall is freaking cursed. Punches through 4. Wardley, 57 of 173, 33%. Parker, 41 of 137, 30%, according to CompuBox. Here comes Parker landing a big shot on the top of the head of Wardley with 1:50 to go. Who is winning, please? I got Fabio Wardley winning right now. I got Fabio Wardley up 3 rounds to 1, but Parker is still in this fight. It's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen. Wardley has looked good with his jab. Round 2 was the best round for Fabio Wardley, where he had Parker really hurt. But Parker survived. And in the ensuing rounds after that, Wardley was able to land a jab in the center of the ring. And Parker looks a little slow at the weight. I'm going to be honest. He looks a little slow. Knuckle deep eye poke. Double eye poke. That sounds sexual and violent. Do you see it going the distance? At this point, yeah, I would say that's probably a good bet. I'm not a big live better. You know, I have my bet and I stick to it. My bet is Parker 7 through 12. Parker's starting to sit down on his shots. Wardley needs to get back to that jab. Who's going to have more left in the tank in the second half of the fight? Parker, who's older than Wardley, who has more fights, who is 20 pounds heavier at 262, or Wardley, who's a little bit younger, more inexperienced, though. But remember, Wardley in his last fight with Hooney found a freaking knockout eraser in the 10th round. Still dangerous, Wardley, in the 10th round of his last fight. And you know the thing too, Parker being 262 pounds, he's not using that frame. He's not like putting his weight on Wardley. He's just looking to land bombs, which I get. It's heavyweight boxing, but if you're going to be 262, use it. Use that weight. Sit on him. Pause. What do you think's going to win? I don't know, Juliana. I picked Parker, but Wardley is winning. That was a better bounce back round for Parker. I gave Parker that 5th round, 10-9. It's kind of hard to read the comments and score a fight. I will be the unofficial score for Gervonta Davis versus Tank. That's the same person. Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul. That's an exclusive that I just gave you guys. Hope Fabio didn't tire out. Parker will maybe drown him in the late rounds. Parker landed a fight high 15 punches in the 5th. Thank you, Bob Canobbio, who's coming through with the text messages. This is freaking amazing. We almost have 2,000 people watching. I got Bob Canobbio sending me stats. I got a great chat. I was right that last round. Parker landed fight high that last round, 15 punches. I gave Parker the last round. 3-2, Fabio Wardley through 5. Under 9.5 rounds. Bro, my brain, it's too hard to live bet. I don't like live betting. I know there's a great market for live betting if you're really savvy. Parker's inactivity could cost him here. Fabio is in this later rounds. It's going to be fresher. All right, round 6 underway. Parker had a bounce back round in round 5. Can he seize the momentum here and start racking up rounds himself or even knock out Wardley? Parker's got to go for it, man. Think about where Joseph Parker's at right now. He loses this fight. He's not getting Usyk. You can kiss that goodbye. Because then I believe, I don't know how this works, would Wardley then be the WBO mandatory in addition to the WBA mandatory? Is this like a mandatory unification, which is the dumbest fucking thing ever that I just said? But it's true. If Parker loses, I think you kiss the Usyk fight goodbye. And that's why this was a risky fight for Parker, but salute to him. Electric fight so far. Parker decision, Blue Jays money line. That'd be nice. All right, a little bit of a slow round here. Or 2 minutes ago. Both guys in the center of the ring now, kind of jabbing again. I think Parker's getting back to this fight now. Parker's on his front foot now, and he's landed a jab. And Wardley's timid. Wardley has lost a little bit of steam. And Parker's found his second wind. At least that's what I see. I could be wrong. 1,987 souls in the chat. This is the official Joseph Parker Fabio Wardley live stream. I'm Dan Canobbio, your host, your analyst, your live scorer. All right, Parker is landing bombs. Parker is opening up the offensive game here, the repertoire, with a minute to go. Parker is winning this round mostly because Wardley isn't doing anything. Parker isn't landing everything, but he's throwing his hands a lot more, Parker. Parker definitely has found his second wind. They're in the center of the ring with a minute to go, and they're having a grand old time. I'm having a grand old time. What round is it? What year is it? It is the 6th round. It is October 25th. We are on planet Earth. Uppercut lands from Wardley. Beautiful shot. Parker bounces back with a 1-2. And Parker lands a big right hand, and Wardley holds on. That was a nice uppercut from Wardley. Really flashy, but I believe Parker is doing the better work this round. And if this holds up, we have an even fight through 6. 10-10 got 10-9 round Parker, even fight. Even fight. I'm going to tweet it out to join us live. I'm going to tweet it out. Even fight through 6. No, that's not the right one. Even fight. Join the live. My guy Dan Yanofsky. If you close your eyes, it's like you're listening on the radio. Boxing used to be on the radio, which is nuts. 2,000 people watching. What's up? Any blood? Yeah, I see a little blood. Some sweat, some tears, some gauze, some Vaseline. What's the live pick? I'm still going Parker. I would probably go Parker decision at this point, and those odds are probably dwindling. All right, round 7 underway. I had this fight dead even. 3-3. I had Parker winning the first rounds and rounds 5 and 6. Round 2 is where Wardley laid it on. Carl Frampton has Parker up 58-56. I don't quite see that, but I respect Carl Frampton. Close fight, regardless. Close fight. Frampton has Parker up by two points. Is Wardley cut? According to Bob Canobbio, he says Wardley's cut on the back of his scalp. How did he get that cut? I'm expecting Parker to start telling over the second half. Parker decision. Parker decision. I'd probably grab that right now. I don't know what the live odds are, but he's starting to run away. Well, not run away. He's winning on the fans scorecard and Frampton scorecard. I have it dead even. But I believe the momentum is on the side of Parker. It looks like Wardley's breathing out of his mouth. He looks a little tired. You know, both guys look a little gassed here, to be honest, in the second round. I think Usyk would beat both these guys pretty easily. But Alexander Usyk is a alien. He's a freak. Love this channel, by the way. Love you. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing this watch along. Yeah, maybe I'll do more of these. I never know if there's people want to watch them or not, but 2,000 people watching gives me the incentive to do more of these. And I'm going to do a lot more lives during the week. I think I'm going to massive right hand from Parker's got Wardley hurt. Minute 13 to go in round number 7. Will my bet hit? I put 100 on Parker. To the guy on Twitter that said, "Why did you only put 100?" Because bet with your head, not over it. Okay, we got betting scandals left and right. I bet because it's fun. I'm not a huge gambler. I do work with DraftKings. Bet responsibly. Bet $1 if you want to. Bet $5 if you want to. Don't bet. I put 100 on Parker. I think that's a decent price. Parker plus 60 on FD. I don't recognize FD. I'm sorry. This is a DraftKings household. All right, 30 seconds to go. Parker landed a big combination just before. Wardley hasn't landed anything in the last 3 rounds. This is going to be another Parker round. He's now got Wardley up against the ropes. Partially landed some shots, but to the judge's eyes, that looks like work. Wardley has gone the distance. Think smart when you bet. Right. Betting, it should be fun, It's coming into focus now with this NBA scandal. But it should be fun. All right, round 7 comes to a close. I gave it to Parker. Wardley is running out of gas. And I have Parker up 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to 3. What round is it? We're entering round number 8, Hammer Green. Really good fight. Both guys getting some shots in on each other. The best round was round 2, where Wardley did the most demonstrative work. But it's been Parker doing that, landing counter right hands. Parker. Wardley kind of has lost a lot of momentum in these middle rounds. I don't know whether his gas tank is low. I don't know whether Parker has instilled his game plan better. I don't know whether it's like he's a little bit out of his realm. I got a booger. It's still there. This light is so bright. It's just crazy. When I shut it off, I see a ring for like an hour. But that's what I do for you guys. I lose my eyesight. I don't care. Dan's got a booger. Only bet what you don't mind not having in your bank account. Exactly. I kind of look at my DraftKings money as like play money. I have money in there that I really rarely ever take out. It's like a little war chest. Wardley threw a fight low 29 punches in round 7, according to Bob Canobbio /CompuBox. What my eyes are seeing is Wardley slowing down and Parker picking up the steam. Will Parker get a stoppage? Will Parker go for a stoppage? I would get this guy out of here. I would get this guy out of here. My brother's calling me. I'll answer it. Yo, Nick, I'm live on Twitter, YouTube right now. Got 2,100 people watching. We're having a blast. I'm talking to you live. Nick Canobbio is in the chat. 8th round. I got Parker up. Won the last 3 rounds. Let me put you on speaker. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Nick Canobbio's here, guys. Say hi. Yep.
Guys.
Okay. What's up?
Let you know. Whatever Dan has it scored, it's accurate.
Yep, that's Nick Canobbio. Are you coming over?
100%. I am.
All right. On your way now. Ooh, nice right hand from Parker with 1:30 to go here in round 8. More of what we've seen in the last 3 rounds. That's Joseph Parker finding a home for his power shots, and Wardley is befuddled, guys. He's only had he didn't have an amateur career, and we're starting to see why. There's levels to this game. Oh, big right hand from Parker. Parker could probably do this for the last 4 rounds and win, but I want to see him go for the gold and knock out Wardley. All right. What time are you heading over here?
Very like 40.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye. That was Nick Canobbio, everyone. Nick Canobbio, producer of Inside Boxing Live, vice president of CompuBox, owner of Canados Media. What's up, Nick? KO that booger. Oh, is there booger still there? Is it like lodged in there? I don't see the booger. It's embarrassing, guys. I'm sorry. All right, round 8, more Parker. I was a little distracted with the phone calls. Everyone seeing Parker winning this round? That booger. Guys, is the booger still there? Is the booger still there? Booger McFarlane. All right, we got Fabio Wardley coming back this round. All right, guys, I was a little distracted that round. You have no booger. The booger is gone. No booger. Keep commentating. I thought Parker won that round. Let me get a consensus for round 8. Everyone start dropping who they thought won that round. Because I was kind of half watching. I'm sorry. I took a phone call. A friend just texted me. Boogergate happened. I missed round 8. But did Parker win round 8? Parker, says Hector. The next 3 people is where I'm going to go with this round. Hector said Parker. Parker says, all right, Parker won that round. Round 8 was scored by you, the fans at home. All right. All right. All right. All right, round number 9. Parker has turned the tide on my card. He's won the last 4 rounds. Ajit Caballero is a better challenge. Parker. Ajit Caballero is a better challenge for Usyk. Yeah, I think Caballero's fighting in January. I think Caballero's got to win like one more fight. Like Caballero, Parker. Joseph Parker needs to fight Usyk, okay? Once and for all, especially if he wins this fight. Caballero, yeah, he may pose. Oh, nice lefts from Parker. Parker's going for the win. I love that. Going for the knockout. He knows I got money on this fight. Usyk, Caballero does nothing commercially. Yeah, neither does Parker. Parker has a way bigger profile than Caballero. I don't want to talk about the fight. We'll talk about that after. But because this fight's still going on. And Wardley landed a no-hitter quitter on Hooney in round 10 of the last fight. He can land something huge on Parker here. And if Wardley wins this fight, you would think he would get that Usyk fight because, like I said in the podcast, you can pay Usyk a king's ransom for that fight. You can give him all the money if it was Wardley versus Usyk. Nice jab from Parker. Nice performance so far from Parker. Think about it. He was rocked in round 2. And I had him down 3 rounds to 1, Parker, after 4 rounds. But from the 4th, 5th round on, it's been all Parker, making adjustments, not gassing out. It's Wardley that's gassing out. So maybe Parker is smart to come in at 262. I still think 260 is too big for Parker, especially if he's going to fight Usyk. Come in a little more nimble. All right, left hooks, left hands for Parker. He's got Wardley shook. A minute to go. Wardley, it looks like he could go down at any moment. Wardley is rolling with the shots, firing back here and there. Really good round from Joseph Parker in round 9. Eric G reposted the stream. That's right, Eric G. We love you, Eric G. I love everyone. We have the best community. I say it all the time. Inside Boxing Live listeners are the best. They're real fans, fun. I meet you guys now at fights when I work for MVP and I'm out at PBC fights. Best community in boxing. We don't troll. We don't do any ridiculous rage baiting. We just do fun, good content. And I love everyone that's on board. Parker has been a champion before. Yes, he has. And people forget that. All right, here comes Wardley, though. Wardley is firing back here in this round 9. Another good round for Parker. Wardley's still dangerous, guys. As long as Wardley is upright and standing and he's gloved up, he's dangerous. But Parker wins another round on my card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight rounds won from Parker. 6 in all. I have him up 6 rounds to 3 as we head into the 10th round. All right. Bob Canobbio checks in with another stat. Parker landed a fight high 21 punches in the 9th, only 14 for Wardley. Yep, that's exactly what we all saw. Is Parker stepping on the gas? Opataya versus Usyk? No, bro. What is Opataya is fighting nobodies at cruiserweight. He's wasting his career away. Opataya, if he wants to heavyweight, Opataya needs to go to heavyweight like Usyk did and win some fights. Frampton's got an 87-84. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. Me and Frampton have the same card. I love when I can back up my scorecard with a boxer, a world champ in Frampton. I'm always will you comment on the Eubank Ben rematch? Yeah, I'll go live for that. When is that? I might be in Miami though. I'm going to the Tank Jake Paul exhibition. I'm working it for Netflix. Should be a fun night. There's a lot of good fights on that card. I don't know what you guys think about the main event, Jake and Tank. We're all going to watch. Talk about that later. Parker is landing heavy shots. And we're in round 10. I think it comes down to now, do we get a knockout? Do we get a stoppage? Or is it going to be a Parker decision? No shade on either fighter, but Usyk could go back-to-back with both these fighters. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Usyk is really good, but Parker would be a different look. But Usyk will be a heavy favorite against Parker. I'm 100% sure, but I don't think Usyk beats both of them in one night. I get what you're saying. Like, we're very excited about Usyk. Seriously excited for Russell versus Hiroka. Yep. I'm going to be the unofficial scorer and rules expert for Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, the entire card. So you'll be getting my scorecard all night on Netflix. I'm pretty pumped about it. I have to buy a new suit. Netflix has to see the suit before I buy it. That's how crazy they are. First class operation, Netflix. First class. Will be a decision. Yeah, probably. Whoever jumped on Parker decision in like the 5th round is going to cash in a nice bet right now. Yeah, Parker is finding a home for everything right now. He's battering Wardley. Oh! Wardley's getting hit a lot. Wardley made a rookie mistake of letting his hands down for a second, a momentary lapse in defense and judgment, and Parker pounced. But now Wardley lands a shot. I'm telling you, man, Wardley is dangerous. Oh, a huge right hand. Parker staggered. Parker staggered. Wardley is pouncing on Parker. He's holding with 10 seconds to go. Oh, my God. Here comes Wardley. Parker fighting back. Parker needs to hold. What are you doing, brother? Hold. He's not holding. Round 10 ends with, oh, my God. Round 10 ends with Wardley onslaught on Parker. Parker can barely get back to his corner. Wardley can barely get back to his corner. How do you, I score that for Wardley, 10-9. Listen, I said it. Wardley is too dangerous, man. Parker needed to get him out of there in those rounds. Rounds 5 through 10, Parker won every round, but he didn't put him away. He didn't land anything huge, Parker, in those rounds, and allowed Wardley to stay in the fight, not take too much damage, and then have a really good round 10. If that round 10 was 20 seconds longer, Wardley might have won the fight. This fight was trash. Wrong. You couldn't be any more wrong. This fight is not trash. This fight is amazing. What are you watching, bro? Wow. Round 10 for Wardley. How did these 11th and 12th round play out? It was that right uppercut with about 40 seconds to go that really knocked the equilibrium of Parker off. Holy shit, this is good stuff. Just texted Algieri. 11 rounds. We're in the 11th round, championship rounds. Wardley wins round 10 out of nowhere. It's getting closer on the scorecards. 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. Parker got blood, a lot of blood now coming from the left eye of Parker. So Parker just got manhandled in round 10, and now he's got blood coming from his left eye. 2,500 people in the chat. Right. 10th round, we saw Wardley 27 of 56. Parker landed only 18 punches. 6 minutes to go, Rocky status. Yes, boxing is a Rocky movie every time they step in the ring. Not every time, but heavyweight boxing. I'm jazzed up, baby. All right, we got 2 minutes to go in round 11. I think Wardley's really tired, obviously. Parker got blood coming from the eye. Neither guy's landed anything in this round 11. So, oh, massive right hand from Wardley. And Parker's about to go down, folks. Parker is about to go down. Wardley is landing bombs. We got a minute 30 to go. Parker is covering up and looks like he's in big trouble. Not throwing any punches back, Parker. Wardley teeing off. Blood coming from the left eye of Parker, getting battered by Wardley, who was down on the cards. This is why you watch the sport. My neighbors probably hate me right now. Parker's got nothing. Oh, a left hand for when they stop the fight. No way. Fabio Wardley wins in the 11th round, stops Joseph Parker. I can't believe they stopped the fight. That's a bad stoppage. Horrendous stoppage. Awesome fight. Bad stoppage. Parker deserved a chance to go out on his shield. What are we doing? No, that's a bad stoppage. What do you guys think? Bad stoppage or not? No way. Yeah, bad stoppage. Wardley was landing a lot of shots. Some of them were getting in, some of them weren't. Parker didn't even go down yet. Horrible stoppage. Bad stoppage, but let's give Wardley a lot of credit here. He landed a bomb in round 10 out of nowhere. I can't believe they stopped that fight, but Wardley is an unbelievable boxer, man. This is an unbelievable win for him. They got to run it back. Bad stoppage. Everyone seems to see it. One of the worst stoppages they've ever seen. Horrible stoppage. I'm going to tweet that out. Bad stoppage. Horrible stoppage. But I will say this. I got to get over it. Got to get over it. It happened. Parker ahead on the cards. Wardley, this is the stuff of legend. In his hometown, stops Joseph Parker down on the scorecards yet again. Second fight in a row. Down on the scorecards, finds a will to win and a way to win. My guy Joe here with a little more. Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Joe, don't love the stoppage, but it wasn't terrible. Parker was hurt bad. I don't see Parker was not hurt bad. Yeah, the ropes were holding him up here. Left hook. Stop the fight? Stopping the fight there is crazy. You got to give Parker more respect. I have a lot of passion for the sport. It's my whole life. This is literally my only job. I make a living off of boxing. Yes, I love the sport. Fake fight, not a fake fight. Don't be disrespectful. Very real fight. Want to watch a fake fight? Put on wrestling. Salute from Costa Rica. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you. Got to get my graphic out. I did make a graphic for they're going nuts in that arena. It's his hometown, guys. It's his hometown. Let me get this out on let me post this on socials. I do all the social media, by the way, for Inside Boxing Live. No, maybe you should get an intern. Early stoppage. Unreal fight. Was that an early stoppage? How do you go to sleep after that? I don't have to go to sleep. It's only 6:45 here, but the guys that were there calling this action. All right, everyone, what do you guys think? Let the fight get a real good ending. Now I got to see them fight forever. On a night shift, came across your page, really enjoying the live stream. Making less than a night out working. All right, brother, subscribe, Liam, and you're almost done with work. I had a bet for Fabio knockdown Parker to win it in round 12. I just missed that. All right, they're reading out the score. I want to hear what Parker has to say. I want to hear what Wardley has to say. What a moment for Fabio Wardley, regardless of a bad stoppage or not. This guy did land a massive shot in round number 10 and then pounced on Parker in round 11. Props to Wardley. Props to Wardley. He can't control if the ref's going to stop it early. Parker had this in the bag, bro. Parker was up on the scorecards, but he didn't put him away. They hug after the fight. They're showing great sportsmanship. Parker's the man. Oh, my God. Gives him a big hug, Wardley. Joseph Parker is an asset to boxing. Probably doesn't get the Usyk fight now. Wardley, there's going to be a lot of support for a Wardley-Usyk fight, especially because the guy can put 18,000 in 02. And all of a sudden, Turkey's going to be interested now. All right, Ade is with Fabio Wardley right now. So we can get some sound on this.
We've had some incredible fights at the O2 Arena. This place has delivered not just heavyweight fights, but fights in general. That might top a lot. That was absolutely sensational, Fabio. You're still unbeaten. I have to come for you for initial thoughts on what you just went through there.
Look, Eddie, I've got one thing only to say. Usyk.
Calls out Usyk.
And you will get Alexander Usyk as well. Fabio, your story, we continually talk about it. It's a Hollywood story that I feel like has a big Hollywood ending coming. But you just knocked out the second best heavyweight in the world, Fabio.
So what does that make me then?
Makes you the second best heavyweight in the world, Fabio.
Look, I said all the way through this build-up, all the way before this fight was made, we picked Joseph Parker. I believe I'm at the top. I proved I'm at the top.
You landed some big shots, he landed some big shots. In the second round, you looked like you had him out. And it's shots that normally put people out. How did you continue to not get this spirit when you were landing those big shots, but he was able to take them?
Look, it's something we planned for.
All right, so Wardley is doing his post-fight interview. Just called out Usyk right away. Very smart. Ade says, you just knocked out the second best heavyweight in the world. Parker's leaving the ring. We're not doing an interview. That sucks. Wardley goes, what does that make me then? It makes you probably the second best heavyweight in the world. Fabio Wardley is on the scene, folks. I would love to see them run it back personally, especially if Usyk is quote unquote hurt with his back. What does everyone think? I feel for Parker as he was in line for a belt versus Dubois a while back. Dubois pulled out. Now he has to work his way back. It's brutal sport, man. Brutal sport. But as Chris said on the podcast, Parker has made a lot of money, guys. Yeah, it sucks, like status-wise in the sport. Parker has done great for his family and his family's family and his family's family in terms of all the money Saudi's given him to fight Bakoli Zhang. This fight, he made a lot of money. But yeah, Parker has to work his way back. But I'm getting excited for Fabio Wardley, because this guy is like, you have to watch his fights now because you never know when he can knock you out. You never know when he can come back. There's a huge market for that, and that's like one of my favorite styles of boxing. Ref was a little quick to wave it off. I don't know. You can't do like a standing 8 count. And Parker was on the ropes, and he wasn't exactly throwing back. He didn't go take a knee. Like maybe Parker should have took a knee. We never see guys take knees. Chris Algieri took a knee against Ruslan Provodnikov. It's very smart. Very smart. Chris Algieri says, fuck the UFC. Yeah, UFC ends in an eye poke. And we have a 10-round war. Parker Atuma. Oh man, that would be really sending Parker out. My dad says that Twitter is ripping the ref. Yeah, it was an early stoppage. 2,700 people in this chat. I'm so happy I went live for this. I was on the fence. I was literally sitting on my couch. I was going to watch the fight, and I figured, why not? I wish this fight wasn't on pay-per-view, but that's the nature of the sport. I wish more people saw this. This is the type of fight that makes fans. This is the type of fight that you send to your buddies and you say, bro, watch this fight. I'm about to get in my soapbox here because I do work with ppv.com. They put on pay-per-views as well. I just wish more people would have seen this fight. But whoever didn't order it and join me on this live stream, awesome. We'll do a lot more of these. And they're wrapping up the interview. Frank Warren now is with Ade. See what Frank Warren says because he promotes Atalma. Frank Warren's a G. Nice suit. Survivor. Arguably a better stable than Eddie Hearn. They're asking Warren if it's Usyk next. They're using the Deontay Wilder script right here. 36-minute fight, but it only takes one punch. That was why you tuned in to watch Wilder. I think Wardley has a lot more athletic than Wilder. Wilder would legitimately lose rounds throwing windmills and then knock you out. Wardley has even though they probably have the same amount of amateur pedigree. Who we can't see who won online. Yes, you can. Fabio Wardley won. 11th round stoppage. Edge of your seat stuff. Yeah, I agree. Frank Warren. Awesome fight because neither guy had to do it. They both had great status in the with their organizations. WBA mandatory was Fabio Wardley in this fight. And now, like, he has a legitimate shot at Usyk. Like, I believe they will make that Usyk fight because you can give Usyk a lot more of the money. With Parker, would have asked for, you have the pot is in there for an Usyk Parker fight. Say, Usyk's going to ask for a lot. Parker's going to ask for a lot. Wardley is going to get a lot of money, but not as much as Parker would have got. So I think for that reason, and that would do it. And also, they can do it right here at O2. This guy has 20,000 people there. Type of stoppage that loses fans? No, bro. It doesn't lose fans. We're going to talk about the fight. I respectfully disagree. Bad stoppage for sure, but I believe Wardley would have got him out of there anyway. But I think we'll take away from this awesome fight. Awesome fight. Awesome fight. Bad stoppage, awesome fight. Well, they're going back now to Wardley.
And you're laughing, I'm laughing. It sounds like a dream, it sounds like a fairy tale, but look, this is real life. I'm proof of hard work, commitment, love of the game, love of the sport, dedication that you can make it in this sport.
I really like this guy, Wardley. I like Parker, too. I mean, I wish we can get an interview with Parker, but he left the ring. A lot of fans, and then
Yeah, look, this is boxing, not football, but they're my top man on the pitch. They're the extra fire.
Wardley says that this isn't football, this is boxing, but my fans are the 12th men on the pitch. It's a cool analogy. I don't understand the stoppage. Yeah, I thought it was a premature stoppage, but there's no standing 8 count. Parker's back was against the ropes. He wasn't throwing back. So what do? Parker, you either take a knee if you're Parker. Scorecards through 10. Bob Canobbio coming through once again. 98, 92, 96, 94, 95, 95. So 2 of the judges had Parker winning. 1 judge had it even. I had it 98, 92. 96, 94, way too close. Even, no way. It was not an even fight. All right, powering down. That was so much fun. I just talked for an hour straight, but whatever. It's what I do. It's what it does. Yeah, I'm gonna do more of these streams. This was super fun. Does everyone want to talk now and what they think is gonna happen? Let's talk quickly about what happens next. So Fabio Wardley stops Joseph Parker in the 11th round. Awesome back and forth action. He should get Usyk. He called him out after the fight. Parker, who was supposed to get Usyk numerous times, who was supposed to get Dubois, once again, is left with nothing. It's a brutal sport for that. But do we now want to see Usyk versus Fabio Wardley? Is that the fight to make now in the heavyweight division? Let's hear it. I think it's not good, Usyk Wardley. I think it's not good. Oh, okay. Usyk will win, sure, but Parker, don't know what that means. Don't forget to like the stream on your way out. Thank you, Christine. You are so right. You're awesome. Thank you. Rematch. What a rematch. I think Wardley, Wardley didn't say rematch, and we didn't get to hear from Parker, who I'm sure is going to ask for a rematch. Wardley's going to push for Usyk, and so is Frank Warren, because that's where the money's at. And that's fine. I think the general public would be excited for a Wardley-Usyk fight. A rematch would be great. It all comes down to Usyk, guys. Usyk is 38 years old, quote-unquote back injury. Has talked about wanting to retire, has flirted with it. It comes down to Usyk. He's in charge. If Usyk wants to fight Wardley, we'll get it next. If Usyk says no, we'll probably get a rematch. When they look back, the ref was so wrong. Yeah, the ref was bad, bro. I thought that was bad. Usyk, Cabello. No, Cabello's fighting in January. Cabello needs a win. Needs a real win. A real win. Wardley just beat Joseph Parker. Stopped him. Wardley leapfrogged Cabello in the rankings, in the hierarchy, at least for me. Thank you for joining. I'll do more of these. You're awesome. Let's get a few more here. Parker has a chance to beat Usyk more than Wardley does. Yeah, but that's not how the sport works, man. Like, we can't ask for these guys to fight each other for the right to fight Usyk and then want the loser to fight Usyk. I think Usyk will handle Parker and Wardley, but Wardley, what makes the Usyk-Wardley fight intriguing is that Wardley is a big puncher. He's a way bigger puncher than Parker, and he has this like clutch gene. So could he land something on Usyk, which I don't think he could, but that's the reason why we've been tuning in to watch Usyk fight every time. We're like, all right, is this the fight where Usyk gets old? Is this the fight where Usyk, gets old overnight and gets caught? I thought that was going to be the case in Dubois too. I thought Dubois was going to be able to land something on Usyk. No, it was a masterclass from Usyk. Parker robbed. I don't know if I could say robbed, man. Like, what was he supposed to do in that round? I got to go back and watch that round again because he wasn't throwing back. It was one-way traffic. He didn't take a knee. Referee is a human, and he has to make a split-second decision, the referee. I would not want to be a boxing ref. I'm having sympathy for judges as I've now do this scoring role for MVP. I score fights for them. It's really hard to judge a fight. It's really hard to referee a fight. You got to make a split-second decision. Wardley Usyk isn't interesting? How? We're running out of opponents for Usyk. And Wardley just had a spectacular, back-to-back spectacular finishes against Hooney and Parker. I think it'll be very interesting. I think Usyk will win, but Wardley could land something crazy. Cabello's last 3 wins. Zhang, Frank Sanchez, Makhmadov. Yeah, Okay, but what is he doing? Why is he fighting in January, Cabello? Like, it's also a business, guys. It's a business more than anything. And Parker was not getting the fight with Usyk because Turkey didn't think there was enough money in it or didn't want to make the fight. I don't even know why. Wardley sells tickets more than Cabello does. Therefore, Wardley is going to get the shot before him. Just how it works. Parker lost all tonight, sadly. Yes, he did. It was a risky fight for him to take. Credit to Joseph Parker. I hope he gets something out of this. I hope he gets a Cabello fight. I hope he gets something. Probably more money because that's just pretty much all he's got, which is a great thing to have as a prize fighter. There'll be a rematch. The money's too good. Could be a rematch. Comes down to Usyk, like I said. I feel like Usyk vacates the WBO. That would be shitty. That would be a vacated belt. I don't know. They're just going to hand one to Wardley, or he's going to have to fight for it. Somebody check on Helwani. Yeah, Helwani's a big Joseph Parker fan. Algieri's I'm a big Joseph Parker fan. I mean, it's just the way it goes, man. Spectacular ending or controversial ending? It's going to be more of a controversy. People tend to gravitate towards controversy. We're talking about a bad stoppage more than a great Wardley performance. That's just the way we are wired as humans. We talk about the loser more than the winner. Wardley fights on AJ Moses Dubois for the belt. Then Usyk fights the winner to become 3-time undisputed. Wow, that's a lot to think about. Who won? My guy's just waking up from a nap here. Fabio Wardley knocked out Joseph Parker in the 11th round. Knocked out, but stoppage. Referee stepped in a little too early, in my opinion. People are upset. You missed a great fight, bro. I am your name. You missed a great fight. Why not Atama versus Wardley instead of Usyk? Atama is on his own little plan right now. They're moving him almost like he's a phenom, and he's gonna fight someone in the top 10. I don't see that just yet. I say you build up Usyk Atama. You build up Wardley Atama. Let them do their own thing on opposite sides because Atama doesn't have to fight for a title next. He could just keep knocking guys out and add to his lore, and then we can see where the chips fall. I would have given Parker a little bit more time, but he was clearly gassed. So Wardley, but he pressed Parker hard of the side fight. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. You know, I need to separate myself a little bit from that and let the emotions come down a little bit and take a look at that round again. The referee could have just let it go on, and then he's at the risk of Wardley landing something massive on Parker, and then that's on the referee, and he has to live with that. It's a hard job being a ref, bro. Very hard job. What's this guy saying? Premature stoppage. Yeah, they can make a case for that. Bullshit stoppage. 808 shorts. Dana White, bitch ass, want to get involved in boxing. Well, he wants to get involved because of this awesome nights and great fights and all that stuff. Why not Atama versus Wardley? I just gave him my reason for that. Atama is on his own track. Let them meet. Let them square off down the road. It was an obvious that Queensberry didn't want Parker to be champion. How is that obvious? I mean, Parker was up big. We can't not see that Wardley landed a massive shot in the 10th round on Parker. You can't fix that. So Wardley landed a huge punch and then pounced on Parker. He did his job. So I don't think it has anything to do with what Queensberry wanted. Because did Queensberry want Wardley to go down on the cards? No. So I do agree that there is some tomfoolery in boxing, but not in this case. Christine, I will say I'm looking forward to the podcast breaking this. Yeah, we'll do it. We're going to record a podcast tomorrow morning, me and Algieri, and then have it out sometime tomorrow or Monday. Referee stopped a rope-a-dope there. That wasn't a rope-a-dope. That was not rope-a-dope. If that was rope-a-dope, then Parker had the ultimate acting because he was hurt, bro. That uppercut right before it really stunned Parker, and he was really hurt. I think Parker's going to look back and be like, damn it, I had this guy. I should have put him away. Got a lot of comments, so I'm not about to hang up. I think it's too hurry for Wardley Usyk. I must fight more. I don't know, bro. Like Bakoli, I don't know. Bakoli looked terrible. Bakoli needs to get some wins, man. That guy got exposed for being out of shape and taking bags. I don't think it's too soon for Wardley Usyk. Enough with the marinating. Just make the fights happen. It doesn't matter if you win or lose anymore. If we get a great fight, do it. Wardley should do it. He's 30 years old. He's not a kid. Stop ducking Shakur. Where is Shakur? I think Shakur's ducking me. Shakur needs to worry about his hands, number one. Get those hands healthy. Fight Teofimo. Fight Teofimo, not a podcaster. Not only that, you didn't even call out the fighter. You didn't call out Algieri. You called me out, who's a podcaster and a baseball player and a damn good athlete. So I have a lot of respect for Shakur, but why are you calling me out, bro? Worry about Teofimo. I don't know French, but that looks so cool, what you just typed there. Having to fight, tough fight after tough fight for no real money. I don't know. I remember when Wardley put a dent in Fraser Clark's head. Yo, Fabio Wardley, man, this dude is building a heck of a career. No amateur fights, 4 smoker level fights, jumps into the pro ranks, wins all his fights, dents Fraser Clark's head, knocks out Justice Hooney in a comeback win, and then just stops Joseph Parker for only the second time in Parker's career. Just mean Wardley was clearly the man that Queensberry wanted to win. Yeah, of course. Queensberry wanted Wardley to win. That's his guy. But they didn't do any fixing. There wasn't any funny business in this fight. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what people saw if they think that fight was fixed. Yeah, come on. It's not fixed. I hate when people say every fight's fixed. Because then it's ridiculous. Some fights are definitely questionable. I'm not gonna say that doesn't happen in the sport, but to say every fight is fixed, come on. Ref Chauncey Billups payroll. Yeah, maybe. Wardley has to take his chance and fight Usyk. Exactly. You never know when you get that chance again. I 100% agree. You're Fabio. You just burst onto the scene, Fabio Wardley. You have to go for Usyk now. The support and the timing is now. Not exciting about Usyk Wardley. I don't understand the not exciting part. How is that not exciting? Wardley is a knockout specialist. He is Deontay Wilder reincarnated. And you don't want to see him in there with Usyk? Who do you want to see Usyk fight? The same guys he's been fighting? Want to see him fight Fury for the 3rd time? If you want to watch Usyk Fury over Usyk Wardley, you're crazy. Crazy. I don't want to see Tyson Fury fight anyone besides Anthony Joshua. We don't want to see Wardley Usyk, bro. Who are you speaking for? You're wrong. What about a rematch? I'd like a rematch. They're both Queensberry guys. Are they? Who's Parker with? I can't even keep track of who's Parker's promoter. I used to follow that stuff, but I know pretty well. Is Parker with Queensberry? If so, then even better for Frank Warren. A few more comments. I'm running out of steam, guys. I'm running out of steam. Wardley doesn't get close to Usyk. Might as well fight 10 miles away. I mean, so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Usyk is good, guys. Very good, but, he's getting up there in age. Fury and Ngannou rematch. Whatever. I don't give a damn what Fury does anymore. Fight Joshua or don't fight at all, Fury. Queensberry. Oh, good. He just got outboxed by Parker 6-2. Imagine what Usyk does. Okay, still want to see it. So we don't want to see it then. Just because Wardley might lose, that we don't watch it then. What are your other options then? Who should Usyk fight? I don't want to see Usyk retire, because I want to watch that guy compete for a few more fights. Who should Usyk fight if not Wardley? Give me some names. Would love to hear names. Usyk Chisora too. You're trolling. You're absolutely trolling. Gotta be Usyk Wardley next. I agree, but after that, Wardley should give Parker a rematch. That very rarely happens. It's either immediate rematch or no rematch. Tournaments in each division. Yeah, okay. Hi, Dan. I run an ice cream shop here on Long Island. Can you give a shout out? Ice Wallow Cone. Yeah, Ice Wallow Cone. Where's it at? Maybe I can stop in. Usyk might only have one fight left. Yeah, he might. So why not be Wardley? He deserves it. Usyk Cabello. Yeah, okay. But once again, it's a business. Cabello doesn't have a profile at all. Wardley sells tickets. Wardley's going to get the shot over Cabello. Just make Usyk Wardley. Of course, Usyk's the favorite, but this is heavyweight. Yes, this is heavyweight boxing. If Wardley wasn't a knockout guy, I would understand that somebody doesn't want to see Wardley versus Usyk. If Wardley was like some pillow-fisted guy, was some technical fighter, the fact that Wardley could be down on the cards, it's going to be down on the cards versus Usyk, but can still stun Usyk, have him staggered. We've very rarely seen Usyk staggered. I think Joshua had him a little bit hurt. I think Fury landed a few shots. But the fact that Wardley has an eraser and he can carry his power late makes the fight somewhat exciting. Somewhat, it's new, it's fresh. Wardley versus AJ. I don't know why. Wardley would do that for the money. I don't know how AJ would skip the line. Something would have to go really wrong with negotiations for AJ to get the Wardley fight. AJ should fight Fury. It's the most obvious heavyweight fight to make next year at Wembley Stadium, and I hope to be there. Me and Algieri. Wardley versus Parker rematch. Winner takes Usyk. I wouldn't be upset with a Wardley Parker rematch. It comes down to Usyk. Usyk is the man. He dictates everything right now, as he should. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. We want Usyk to fight the winner of Wardley Atama. You keep saying we. Like who are you speaking for, my guy? Usyk would have fought Parker after Dubois ducked Parker with a fake undisclosed illness. Yeah, that was shady, man. That Dubois pullout was very shady. Parker gets screwed all the time. Daniel Dubois beats Wardley. That's a fun fight. Dubois needs to get another win because he fought like an idiot against Usyk in his last fight. Can't believe you fell for that. Yeah, I'm getting trolled. Boogergate, and I'll fall for anything. Boogergate, and then also getting trolled. I don't think Usyk should have the 3 fight with Fury. What's the point? I agree. I'm fine with Usyk Wardley. I'd rather see the best fight more than wait for the fight opponent to be inactive. Okay, yes, agree. Genuinely no disrespect, but if you knew what you were looking at, you would know that they are light years apart, Wardley and Usyk. God damn, for the 100th time. Yes, bro. Please tell me what I'm looking at, Daniel Rain. You have a great name, but teach me more about boxing, my friend. Teach me more. They are light years apart. Usyk is the favorite. I've said that 100 times. Caballero doesn't sell tickets. No one knows who Caballero is. Fabio Wardley just put 18,000 people in O2 Arena, back-to-back fights. This is a business. Fabio Wardley is going to get the fight. He puts asses in seats, and he just knocked out Joseph Parker. No disrespect, but you need to understand that, Daniel. How many British fighters do you want Usyk to destroy? I don't know. There's no American heavyweights anymore. So, Jared Anderson, Richard Torres. Good God. U.S. heavyweight boxing in the U.S. is at its worst. Worst it's ever been. What's next for Parker? Parker Dubois. Parker Dubois. Here we go. 2 guys coming off of losses. They should have fought once. Winner gets right back in the picture. Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois. How about that? How about that? It's prize fighting. 100% prize fighting, bro. But, like, it's a business, but also Wardley deserves it. You know what I mean? Like, Wardley sells tickets, and he just knocked out Parker. That's good enough to fight Usyk in my book. Caballero, yeah, Caballero has some nice wins. Once again, has zero profile, and it's just the way it is. Going back to the stoppage, this is definitely not for a stoppage. Parker staying on his feet. Worst case scenario, the referee should have counted Parker. You can't do that, bro. There's no standing 8 count. You can't just start counting. You could maybe the referee could have maybe said, "Oh my God, oh my God." The referee could have said, "Ropes are holding you up. Therefore, I'm going to start counting." But referees very rarely do that. What referees do is wave off the fight and try to save themselves. Usyk can batter Wardley for 12 rounds and then get knocked out in the last 30 seconds. Wardley has no chance on points, but a good chin and power always has a puncher's chance. Yes, Jim Morrison. Are you the Jim Morrison? I worked with a guy named Jim Morrison at Champions Radio. That guy was crazy. Dubois sucks. He ducked Joe when the stakes were at the highest. No, he didn't. Dubois ducked Joseph Parker to fight Usyk because, once again, this is a business. It's a business more than it's a sport. Dubois probably got wind that Usyk would want to fight him again. Was like, okay, fight A is against Parker for this amount of money. Fight B against Usyk for double the amount of money. You guys would do the same thing. It's a shady move by Dubois, but boxing is nothing but shady moves. I don't think that was a bad of a stoppage, honestly. I have to watch it again, Matt. I have to watch it again because I'm trying to figure out what else they could have done. Terrible stoppage. Just have a rematch. Stop saying knockout. He was standing. It's a knockout. It's a TKO. It's a knockout. It's a stoppage. Okay. Rematch for sure. Wardley's last multiple punches didn't even hit Parker. Yeah, I have to watch it again. Like I said, a few of them got in there, but you guys are. It's not usually the last combination. It's what set up that combination. And Wardley landed a massive right hand on Parker that got him discombobulated. Then Parker went to the ropes. So he was badly hurt. By the time Parker got to the ropes, he was badly hurt. And that's when Wardley rained down. And even if they weren't all getting through, they're hitting arms, they're hitting face. It looks like he's getting pummeled. And the referee has to make a decision. Once again, boxing lacks credibility. Okay, does it? But I'm looking at it from the standpoint of Wardley took it into his own hands and landed a massive punch in round 10 and then ended it in round 11. Joseph Parker didn't contest it. Great point. Great point, Matt. I award you a great point because Parker didn't contest it. Parker isn't one to do that. He's a gentleman. He wasn't jumping up and down. He wasn't ripping the ref. He actually gave Wardley a hug. Great. The real question is, Usyk think Wardley deserves a shot? Yeah, Usyk. Why wouldn't he deserve a shot? If Usyk, I think Usyk said, "I'll fight the winner," if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he say that in an interview? How's his back? How's Usyk's back? Is he still dancing out there, doing dances on TikTok? I heard Fulton versus Foster getting moved to January. I heard a lot of things about Fulton Foster. I don't think it's going to be in December, Fulton Foster. I think Fulton Foster is going to be on that Pacquiao 24th date. Pacquiao, he's either fighting Rolly or Tiafimo. Crazy time in the sport. Crazy fucking time. Also, don't forget Parker got wobbled in the second round too. Yep, good point, Christine. Parker did contest it. He called the ref a name when he stopped it. He did. He didn't contest it afterwards. You won your bet. No, I lost my bet. I picked Parker 7 through 12. I lost my bet, but whatever. I lose a lot of bets. For those who box, if you get stunned, you oftentimes can't put your arms up to defend yourself. Guys, go back and watch that 11th round again. There was a moment in the 11th round, right before the stoppage, where Wardley landed a massive shot on Parker, and Parker didn't know where he was. Parker not contesting is more about him being humble. Stop using it as justification. I'm not using it as justification, but maybe he thought it was fine. People forget these aren't featherweight punches. These are heavyweights. Yep. All right. I'm going to get out of here. 3,000 people in the chat. We got a lot more chat, a lot more questions. Everybody tune into the podcast, Inside Boxing Live. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. And we'll keep this conversation going with me and Chris on Monday's episode. I had an amazing time chatting boxing with you guys. I'm going to do a lot more of these. I just didn't know if there was going to be enough people that cared. There's a lot of people that care. There's 3,000 people right now watching. Thank you very much. Dan Canobbio signing off.